Jinns are a reality for some and a myth for many. However, almost all the religions of the world talk about the existence of jinns. Islam also talks about them, and there is a surah in the Holy Quran about jinns. A scholar and historian named Ali A Olomi has done significant research on jinns. Information about jinns is quite less on the internet, yet many people try to find facts about them. Recently on his Twitter account, the historian Olomi talked about a Jinn Shamhurish. He says, the Jinn are said to live in a parallel realm, but sometimes their lives intersect with the human world. One of the most involved Jinn is Shamhurish. Shamhurish is the king of Jupiter. Olomi says, he is the Jinn king most interested in human lives. He's said to have a vast palace, but visits humans frequently. As king of Jupiter or al-Mushtari, he is described in the Buni corpus as a powerful, but the kindly king who governs matters of law, justice, abundance and children. It means though Shamhurish is powerful, yet he is just and kind. He is said to favor green and white fabric. His successor is named Mutawakill. He had a son called Sultan al-Khal, or the Black Sultan. Some says, when Shamhurish died, he also left behind a daughter, who is still alive and assists women in practicing witchcraft. He is known as Melagoos Shamhorash, which means the usher, the one who stands on the doors of the fifth palace for Satan, and one of the servants of Prince Morrah, son of Sultan. According to Mr. Olomi, King Shamhurish also encountered Prophet Muhammad. Earlier he was Christian. However, after listening to Prophet Muhammad, he converted into Islam. In another iteration, it said he is the Qareen or Jinn companion of Muhammad. There are even hadith chains of transmission which list him. He's believed to have memorized and passed on the sayings of Muhammad. After accepting Deen Muhammad, the Jinn became Qadi, a judge. As a respected judge, he is tasked with managing the Jinn courts where humans and Jinn alike are held accountable. In vast, open space places, humans would report crowds of whispers and shadowy figures while facing a mighty Jinn king. However, Mr. Olomi says, despite the terror of it all, he is reputedly merciful and often allows humans to make amends. Olomi is confused about his death. He says he is well over 1,000 years old, but in one minor legend, he's said to have passed. It is unclear if he died because of an encounter with an enemy or from another cause. He left his kingdom to his equally magnanimous son, Mutawakill. The historian says, Mutawakill, the son of Shamhurish, is not considered a Jinn king. However, rather the custodian of Jupiter holding the throne in honor of his father. In most other traditions, Shamhurish is very much alive, though the legend of passing his throne on has esoteric significance. He is the Jinn king who grants families. If one enters an alliance with him, he grants a Jinn as a guardian and protector. These pacts last generations. It is said if one's ancestors made such an alliance, the Jinn would guard the family tree until the very last descendant. These legends are common in South Asia and North Africa. Both and many families have lore about a Jinn guardian. The idea of working through alliances and agents is central to Shamhurish's power. He governs over a vast network of Jinn. When he wishes something to be done, it is passed down through a chain of Jinn agents. So great is his power, it is said by merely raising a finger, he could cause an avalanche of change. At his simple command, scores of Jinn spring into action to make things happen. In Morocco and Sudan, he is known as Sidi Shamhurish and is one of the legendary Jinn saints whose shrine is a site of local pilgrimage. At a large white stone adorned with flags, pilgrims make sacrifices and offerings to earn his favors. According to the Marabout tradition, he is the head of a vast court and invoked in rites of protection, exorcism, and sits in judgment over various matters. He is said to take the shape of a mighty white horse who appears in the night to guard villages and towns. He is a reconciler who mediates between arguing parties and a miracle worker who brings wealth and fortune to the petitioner. In conclusion, the Jinn is quite influential and kind as well as just. The historian Ali A Olomi claims he is Muslim. Islam, the religion of peace, asserts about jinns. Islamic scholars also say there are Muslim, Hindu, Christian and other jinns.